Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gauranga. All right. So we're here, going into the transcendental realm, piercing through good and evil of this world. Evil's fighting the good, and good is fighting the evil. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. So if somebody sees the link I posted in the comments, please repost it in the comments, because not everybody sees it. Because that's just how it works. Some people see it, some people don't. So please repost this comment, the link to the live. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Gauranga, where's everybody? Come on, let's have a show here, man. Get your booties up here. What is this? Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hey, you guys make the show too, you know? Come on, man. This is not impersonalism. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Oh yeah, so keep this link, everybody, in case you can't find it. There she is. Ah, she made it. She's got a pink garland on today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So everybody, you can save this link somewhere, because it's always the same link that's generated, in case you lose it or it doesn't show up. That's what Tom says, or Freddie says. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Oh. Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Oh, yeah. Woo! Stoned again. I love it. Ooh. Woo. Freshened up. Ready to smash our enemy, Maya. I hate Maya. Do you hate Maya? I don't hate her. You just play with her, man. Just play. And when you got Radha and Krishna behind you, just play. Everything is play. Smashing the demons is just playful. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Forgive my arrogance. I just can't help it. I get so empowered. Those two are so fantastic. I know it's very arrogant, but I can't help it, man. It's just so free. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hey, don't laugh. That's going to be you guys also. She's already becoming like that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. You know, the servants of Nityananda became so empowered. You know, they started breaking trees in half. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radhe Radhe Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radhe Radhe Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, Krishna. Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. I want to see Lalita dance here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda, Shri Krishna Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga. Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga Shri Krishna Chaitanya Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Ooh, yeah. All music comes from Krishna, by the way. Who do you think created all this stuff? Us? No. Radha and Krishna, all beautiful things come from them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Oh, what the Lord is showing me. He's showing me some far out things today. I love it, man. Let those gurus wear their big garlands. Our garlands are Radha and Krishna. That's our garlands. I don't need it. That's why I don't drag it. Hey, man, our garlands are the lordships themselves. That's our garlands, right, Lalita? Yeah. What do we need? Our external flowers. We got the internal flowers, Radha and Krishna, every day. The appearance day, no waiting the whole year. They come every day. We come and hey, these are the garlands we came from Radha and Krishna. They are the garlands. Wow, what a realization that was. Thank you, Lord. They're the garlands. I didn't know that. I thought it was some external flowers around these gurus or something. Lots of them, I think that's a show bottle. No, they're the garlands, man. Can you see those garlands? You can't. They can't see them. They're blinded by the flowers. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. that amazing? Not only do we eat Krishna and Radha, we wear them. Getting increased realization of just what they are to us. They're our clothing. They're our food, and then our clothing. My God, what else are they, I wonder? Hare Krishna. Everything. Purifier, inspirer, love, true love. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. It's our food. I love that. God. I've got a lot of Christians still wondering, what does Jesus mean he's the bread of life? Man, Krishna is sure, Lord Chaitanya has really made it clear what that bread of life actually is. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, 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 Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. You know, back then they were sitting in pubs. You know, these songs were going, and they're drinking their ale, getting stoned. We're doing the same thing. We're drinking our ale, Radha Krishna, getting stoned in the pub. This is the pub. I didn't know this was a pub. I thought this was Sadhu Sangha, but it's actually a pub. People getting drunks. Drunks are coming here now. See? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Hare Krishna. Oh boy. Whew.
Thanks for using.
Whew. Krishna, Radha, man. Boy, there are garlands, man. Sadhu Sangha. Anybody who gets addicted to this pub is very fortunate. Tell you, things are getting crazy out there. You know, I've been keeping a note. Getting very crazy. Very crazy. Literally insane. But, and even some of these guys, they say, keep your vibration up. What a great thing to do. We got it right here, man. Keep the vibration up. And just like Maharaj Parikshit, he knew he had 7 days to live, and he said, well, this is the best thing to do. We're doing the best thing, man. Keeping, this is not only for us, but if there's any change going to be to this planet, it's going to be like this, the vibration thing. So what a great way. I mean, we're so fortunate. Anybody's very fortunate. Matter of fact, I'm telling you, I just got this realization. Hey, man, you ISKCON, this is really your last chance this life. Your gurus are leading you over the cliff. There are going to be billions dying from this thing. The information's coming out, man. It's all over the place. There are thousands upon thousands of adverse reactions and deaths. So many. They've been in all this stuff. And it's real. It's very real. So don't do it. If you did it once, don't do it again. And by the way, if you've done it, do your research now. Do your research now. You didn't listen to me before. Listen to me now. Do your research now, and you can stop it from happening, but you're going to have to probably take these things, kind of drugs, to keep it so you don't die in the next 2 or 3 years. Okay? Sorry, man. And you don't believe me? Well, yeah, this is your second chance. I told you before, don't do it. I mean, I'm picking up. I mean, I don't know about you guys, man, but I keep up on the news because it's current. It's important. You know what's going on in this world. And this is what's going on in the transcendental world. Is very wonderful. But this will help us, because there are the lying is coming out now, the cheating, the lies, the trickeries, all of that. All these authorities they're not really authority. They're Kali Yuga authorities. And if you listen to them, you're going to do the wrong thing. So I have, that's why I'm stepping in a little bit to help the devotees, at least, oops. Yeah. Yeah, even Bhakti Tom showed me something yesterday. It was very good information. So anyway, just do your research now. If you've done that, to look into how to keep, so you don't, the next, what do you call, viruses that come, your body doesn't, just shut down and all of that stuff. And just, it could be, this is just the information that I'm seeing, all over the place, and I see how they're covering things up and all that. So there's definitely some salt in it. So at least do some research now if you've done it. So you just in case it's right, it looks like it is, it could be, and take care of yourself. You're physically, so you're around for sadhu sangha as long as possible. Why not? If change the body, okay, fine. No big deal. If you made it here and you love what we're doing, that's big success in this world. People, whatever they do in there, and they don't feel closeness with Radha and Krishna, and you're actually not really saved. You got to feel this spirit of devotion awaken, because it reveals everything. It reveals the truth about God, whether it's Christ or Krishna. It reveals these spiritual truths. And that's what life is really all about, for those who understand the essence. Oops, there she is. Okay, so enough said with that, and let's understand, this is Gitamrita here. Oh yeah, I have it up probably, yeah, there it is. So we're reading chapter 9 again yesterday. But you know what? I think let's go to the Tom, can you look up what chapter is Modes of Nature in Bhagavad Gita? Tell me what that chapter is. And in the meantime, I'll read some of this here. Krishna says, my dear Arjuna, I'll reveal a secret about myself. This secret is very difficult to understand, but I can reveal it to you because you won't find fault with me. So that's how you're going to get it. You have to find either Krishna talking to you, which you're going to have to wait a long time when he comes here as the Father, or you hear his representatives who he talks to, who worship him with loving ecstasy, and then they get the realization, revelation, and give it to you. Isn't that a better way? I mean, than trying to figure it out yourself, because if you don't have ecstatic love, wait, what chapter is it? Oh, you're still looking. Okay. Yeah. If you don't have ecstatic love, you got to hear it from the devotees. See, and that's the thing. The Lord's showing now at this time who his real devotees are. See, this is the time. Because otherwise the false representatives, they go down. They're going down now. All these gurus, and they're going down. They're taking themselves down, and also whoever believes in them, just like go with them. So whoever's ready to be awakened, now is the time. Otherwise, you're going to just go down. You'll be out of here. So you gotta find the real representative of the transcendental Lord. Because they're the only ones who know this confidential secret. It's very difficult. See, Krishna says this secret is very difficult to understand. Very difficult. That's why you see Johann, Janaki, and others read the book so many times, still couldn't quite get it. You got something. See? But now you're getting it. See? Because the Lord reveals it to the more mature devotee because of that ecstatic worship. That's what you're learning here. How to fly your plane. How to have the transcendental lordships manifested in your temples. See? Your spiritual body. Here's a temple, right? But actually, the real temple is the eternal spiritual body, which is inside. See, the body of the devotee. See, and then Radha and Krishna is manifesting as the darshan for the world. See, the garland you get is the garland that the devotee has of Radha and Krishna. They put that garland on you. You notice that's the marriage. When you get married, they put a garland on you, right? See, well, that's what you get from the bona fide guru. They're putting the garland of Radha and Krishna on you. If you listen to them, because otherwise you won't understand. You'll be like these devotees. They're going and following gurus over a cliff. No time for this now. If any of you ISKCON or anybody else out there has any sense and desire for Krishna, if you come here, you'll get Krishna. Otherwise, you're going over a cliff there by that kind of leadership. They're leading you over a cliff, telling you to do these things. They're believing in the demons. And there are. This is the mode of ignorance has taken over the world. It's very ignorant. Come on, man. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Look, everything that is a lie is being told as truth. This is demoniac energy. This is the mode of ignorance taken over the world. And people are going for it that are meant to go for it. They're weak. Their spiritual bodies are not awakened. So anyway, we're here to work. I mean, this is the work. What else is there to be here is to relish this, get strong, and help give that strength to others. Give this garland of Radha and Krishna to others. Another business. What else is there? And part of it is you got to understand you got to understand your enemy. To me, Maya is not an enemy. She's just, it's the shadow of God. But if you don't know her well, she's gonna like take you down. That's why you see Bhagavatam is not Radhe. It's the highest truth, distinguished from what? Maya. No. Oh, just tell me, like I said, just tell us about Radha and Krishna. Oh, you idiots. You thinking like that? You're the ones who don't want to listen. You want to be teachers. Go out and be a teacher. If you don't want to hear the highest truth distinguished from illusion, you don't want to hear the real Bhagavatam, man. Practically, where do you hear such practical information to deal with the now that we're in, the time, place, and circumstance? Where do you hear such thing? You think these gurus can help you? All they can do is help you go over the cliff, give you a little push. Go get your shots. Go put your masks on. Go close your temples. Oh, yeah, you guys are cowards. You know? You guys have been taken over by the Maya. If you haven't, maybe you've always been. See, this is that more time. Is your house strong or is it a house of cards? Do you have Radha and Krishna as your garland? It'll show in your activities. Or is your garland the flowers, flowery words? You're prancing, your nice clean dhoti. Is that your house? Well, it's pretty weak. Look at Maya's taking it down, isn't it? Collapsing. The strong wings of the mode of ignorance come and you believe in the mode of ignorance and you call yourselves Guru Devs. I have nothing. Hey, man, you don't add anything to me. And that's why you don't like this attitude, like disgust. Too bad. Go out there and follow these idiots over the cliff. Radha and Krishna must like me preaching like this because every day they give me these realizations. You think it's, you blame me, right? Who the hell's giving me these realizations? You think some demons are? No, Radha and Krishna, they're strong. You know, they know what's going on. They're practical too. Everybody think, oh, Radha. You think they're these wimpy things or something. They know everything. And they inform their real devotees and representatives. You're becoming like that. You don't believe me? Go out there and follow these so-called gurus over the cliff. There's no time, man. It's time for frank talks, man. You know, they're out there, you know. The only thing that's going to save people is the real truth, because the real lies are being promoted and being accepted as truth. Hey, man, that's the time that the truth has to counter everything. You notice Jesus didn't say humility will set you free. No, he said the truth will set you free. You know, the Bhagavatam says the same thing. The only thing left, he didn't say, oh, humility is left. That's all false friggin' humility you see in these friggin' gurus. It ain't real. Even the Bible says the truth is the only thing we got left. What is the truth? Real humility is a spiritual emotion that you see in devotees when that emotion is there. It's not this vain thing. They're praying mantises. They're ready to eat you up. You know, the praying mantis comes to the insect, and the insect says, "Oh, what a holy person! That look, he's praying." And he gets close, and he goes and gobbles you up. Yeah, that's many of these teachers and gurus out there. Oh, you don't like this truth? Oh, too bad. They ain't going to save you now. Look what they're telling you to do. Put your masks on, close your temples, and take your shot. What kind of guru is that? I ain't supporting that. You stand for that? You're standing for the illusion. You're standing for mine. No, I stand for the truth. That's poison in there. It ain't going to help you. Don't believe your friggin' doctor. If you do, you're a stupid idiot fool. You've been tricked. They've all been, either they're in ignorance themselves, or they've sold out, or they're afraid they're going to lose their friggin' job. Cowards, all of them. Liars, cheaters, and that's Maya. That's what she does. You got a chance. Who are you going to serve now? You know, you want to serve the Vaides over there in the ISKCON going down with the world? You know, you make your choice now. Didn't Moses do the same thing? Hey, you want to serve the bullshit over there? You want to serve the illusion, the idols? Go serve the idols, or come over here. Same thing, man. Go serve the idol. That's all idolatry, man. If you haven't realized Krishna, if Radha and Krishna are not your garland, then the Maya is your garland as a guru, because unless you got that, you cannot lead people into the kingdom of God. And anybody who follows your leadership is now going over the cliff, because I see it. You can see it too, if you look at that. What do you think this book is about? The modes of nature. What? To learn what are the modes of nature and who's following them. If you don't know that, where are you going to go? You're going to be following liars and cheaters who are telling you hypocritical things. You know, can you tell who is in a mode of ignorance now? Can you tell? Can you look around? Can you see your doctor? Is he in a mode of ignorance? Is he in fear? Is he lying to you? Can you see it? Can you see the symptoms of gurus lying to you or not? Well, no, you should be like, well, I ain't going to be. No, I'm going to say no. Is that guy lying? Is he cheating? Is he been cheated? Is he believing liars and being a conduit, a servant of the lie? Hey, man. Time to wake up. What do we got here? Are the gurus do that on purpose to mislead people, or are they also an illusion? Yeah, on whatever you do on purpose, or if your deed is like that, leading people into oblivion, whether you're doing it consciously or unconsciously, you're just under the illusion. Like, for example, Bill Gates, Fauci, they know what the frick they're doing. They know they're lying to you. God, even people they're showing, these guys are lying to you. See? So they're doing it consciously, right? A lot of them now, consciously, they know they're worshiping darkness and they're worshiping the Lucifer thing. They think, I'm watching on the shows to see what they're doing. And they're saying, like the Superman and Lois thing. You want to know what's going on in their minds? This is what's going on. So the Lord's showing me these things. Superman and Lois, and this guy, he's the brother. See, the brother is like, you see the light in the darkness. The brother says to Superman, who's good. He's good, right? He's a good person. He's this helping humanity and everything. And then the dark brother says, you know how good it is just to let go and be evil. See? And this is what their mind is. They let go. George Soros, you get a practical example. George Soros, this is all, you can check it out. He said, when I finally let go to be like a god in this world, I felt great. See, these guys get empowered by the evil. It's an energy. Empowered, see? But they think, and they feel great about it. See, they're evil, just naturally, their nature, and maybe he was holding back a little bit inside. See? Now, he's doing it. He's acting out, and what do you call it? It's destiny. This is the time. People are taking their sides. See? Inside, we have good and evil in us, and some people are rallying to the good side and then some to the evil side. This is good and evil inside people. We got to transcend this, man, all of us. This is not the thing. I mean, if anybody can hear this message, it's not about being good or evil. This causes the action and reaction still. You got to transcend it both and go back into the garden, go back into Vrindavan. That's what we do. It's not about, because that's what the fight is. The good and evil is fighting. Okay, people, that's their destiny. That's what's causing all of this. But our work here, for whoever's feeling on the same page, is to transcend that into the spiritual realm. See? So otherwise, it's very confusing. People are flipping out already, and they're going to flip out more. See, we won't, anybody that's really here, and really getting this, will transcend this. You'll see this going on, and the body may, be, because we're kind of socially a part of this. Our bodies are in this world, but our spiritual body is aloof from this. See, we're attuning to the spiritual body, right? You can't break it. You can't destroy it. You can't pollute it. See? So we're living in that. That's transcending this. You see the perspective? You see, I'm not insane. I'm talking what real sanity is. Real sanity is the highest truth distinguished from good and evil, if you want to put it like that. People haven't distinguished that. They're in the fight. Even Christians, we're good people and we're fighting evil and, and all that stuff. And they don't know, actually, deeper than that is to transcend it. What do you call transcendental knowledge? What do you think this knowledge is? It's called transcendental knowledge. That means beyond good and evil. Good and evil is still within the world, within the universe. Demigods and demons, they've been fighting forever, man. What do you remember? Like Prahlad's preaching, so fantastic. He's sitting there, he's amongst the demons, man. A big demon. His father is Hiranyakashipu, took over the whole universe, demonically. He was treacherous, just like now. Treachery, lie, that's the weapon. Their weapons is they go after the good people. The good people can't believe these guys are lying to them. Isn't it? This is their trick. They think, oh, you're weak, man. You believe our bullshit, our lies. You don't deserve to live. And we're powerful now. We got technology and all. See, they can overcome. See? The good ones. See, it's not strong enough. See, because good people can't believe that the people could lie. When I came to ISKCON, I couldn't believe they had such leches as leaders. I couldn't believe it. I thought, well, could that really be? And then when I started to, look deeper, I think, my God, man, these guys are motivated, materially motivated. I thought, oh, wow, God, they're telling us, they want to bring us to the spiritual world. I was a little naive. Probably most of us are or were. Yeah, Tom's very yogic today. Bullock. What is Bullock? Okay. Anyway. So, did you get the chapter there, Tom?
Very fun. It was chapter 14.
14. Okay, great. Let's see. Yeah, we're in it. It's kind of in the midst of a war, this war here. So everything's coming out. It's an exciting time to be alive, man. It really is. If you're caught in the other realms, this is why, hey, man, opportunity, come here, man. Okay, we just distinguished this out so to help people get a perspective, like what's going on and where you can go. See, you can go into this realm. You want to be free. You want to be happy. You want to be peaceful. You want to be ecstatic, actually, and get more ecstatic every day until we're not, we're at somewhere else, literally. Till the Lord gives us a new assignment. Can you imagine? The Lord has how people, they're company people and they're sent here and there and everything. We're becoming like that. Can you imagine for the Supreme Lord? You become part of his company. Well, that's here, man. With full freedom.
So to come on the same page is also coming into this disciplic line in this parampara.
Yeah, I mean, this is how you get in. You have to have an in. It's like the president. How do you get it? How do you become friends? How would you guys become friends with Trump? Anybody know? You want to send him an email, see if he sends you anything back. You know, how would you get in? How would you become his friend? Very difficult, right? He's so many people. How do you become a lot of these people that are famous? How do you become their friend? You have to have an in. Otherwise, it's very hard, almost maybe impossible even. Okay? Well, how do you become a friend of the Lord? Have to have an end. The Supreme Lord that created thousands of trumps, millions of trumps, millions of everything, millions of universes. How do you become his friend? You think you can just go and access him? He's a million times more important than Trump. And you can't even get to see Trump. And you think you're going to get to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Are you kidding? The one of Vrindavan? You think you can go to these gurus who have not even awakened? They're out there getting you go over the cliff? You think you're going to get to know the Lord that way? Or do you have to actually have a real friend of the Lord here in this world, a real associate of Lord Chaitanya to get in? You know, that's why people read the books 4 or 5 times, couldn't get in, but they're getting in now. Proof is in the pudding, right? Feeling a relationship with my Lord. Yeah, my Lord. My lordships, Radha and Krishna. Yeah, they're mine. They belong to me. Oh, if you don't feel that, step aside. Let somebody who's experiencing that. You go and see somebody like that. Otherwise, step aside. What are you if you don't have Radha and Krishna as your lordships, where you can show the people, hey, man, this guy has a relationship with Radha and Krishna? Right there, Shamasan. Am I saying anything? Is that too? Is that not humble enough for something? To tell you the truth. Yeah, if you can't say that, you guys out there heading up the Prabhupada's movement, step aside. Let somebody do the job. You know, let somebody bring people into Vrindavan like we're doing here. If not, we push them aside, right? Shama Sundari, she just pushed her. Get out of my way, man. I'm going into Vrindavan. See, she's acting like Bhagavatam. See, you got to be the Bhagavatam. You got to be a real disciple. Like she's like the wives of the Brahmins who are their gurus. Hey, step aside, Gurudev. I want to go into Vrindavan. The cowherd boys, the ecstatic cowherd boy is calling me now. Right? Simple. You acted like the Bhagavatam. You proved to Krishna you are an example, a living devotee Bhagavat, you know, acting like the wives in there. See, we need living Bhagavats. You got to do that. You got to say to your guru, just like her, you got to follow her example of move those. If you're from that ISKCON line, you got to move that Gurudev who's out of your way and go into Vrindavan. That is the Bhagavatam, the book Bhagavat. I'm just the mouthpiece for that real pastime in the Bhagavatam. You got to be like Bali Maharaj did the same thing with his guru. Step aside. I'm serving ecstatic Shuddha Bhakta Satchidananda Vamanadev. And you're adverse, move away. See, this is the real Bhagavad. Are you anybody ready for that? Oh no, I'm going to go down with my guru. I'm going to go down with the ship, with my captain. Oh, great. Go down with the ship if you want. But that ain't the Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam is the door, right? And the devotee speaks the Bhagavatam, and then you can go through the door because nobody can even fathom that pastime. The big Acharya Dev with the big title, he can't understand that pastime. Now, he's in the Brahmin category that has to be pushed aside. What kind of guru are you? We push you aside so that people who have greed, spiritual greed, can associate with ecstatic cowherd boys and girls, which is the real disciplic line. Otherwise, people are stuck. Stuck. They can't move. Anyway, I'm going to preach the real Bhagavatam until this body is gone and not bullshit people like they are. They don't know the Bhagavatam. If you can't push the obstacles aside for people who want Krishna, you're not the real guru, man. And that's one of them, one of the major ones. See? So that's why, you know, that's preaching. You know, when Shama Sundari realizes that, she'll get empowered. See, you can help devotees get this stuff out of their way so they can enter into kingdom of Vrindavan. You know, this is the Bhagavatam. Why the hell was it written? Why did Prabhupada write all these books if we can't understand them? You know? People want, go hard, you're so this, you're so harsh, you're so what? Tell you the truth, tell you the real Bhagavatam. I think it's fantastic. You can't handle this because you're too weak, man. You too much belief in bogus gurus who can't do much for you. You believe they're bullshit, man. I'm sorry, I don't believe they're bullshit. I know who I'm dealing with, man. I got Radha and Krishna as my garland. What else do I need? What do I have to fear in this world when Radha and Krishna, my garland, Lord Chaitanya is my doctor? Right there, Janaki? She knows what I'm talking about. Boy, am I missing my cook, man. I gotta eat all this stuff. I gotta cook it on my own. It takes so much time. Oh, well. Luckily, I got an Instapot. Where will you read from? Don't get ahead of me there, Andromeda. She's kind of spicy, that girl. Well, okay. Okay, so 3 modes of name for chapter 14 in Gita Amrita. Okay, Krishna says, although I have already explained this supreme wisdom to you, Arjuna, I shall now explain it again in more detail. See, isn't that nice? This is where we get into details. It's like a fine comb. You're combing hair, you know, gets finer, you know, you get all the knots out and everything. That's what we do here, you know, this same verses, just keep combing them. So Krishna says, although I have already explained this supreme wisdom to you, Arjuna, I shall now explain it again in more detail. Arjuna, what is the value of this knowledge, Krishna? I like this. All right. See, honest. What is the value of this knowledge, Krishna? What is the value of this knowledge? Oh, well, let's see what Krishna has to say. Krishna says, great sages have become liberated by this knowledge. Can you imagine? People don't have this knowledge. They're fighting in this good friggin' evil battle thing here. They don't know the importance of transcending it. See, this knowledge is called transcendental knowledge. It transcends this good and evil bullshit, man, going on in this world. You know, trying to be a good person. See, they're stuck. Trying to be a bad or being a bad person, letting go and being evil. You know, let that side come out. That, you know, they think that's the, see, so the good people are struggling to be good boys and good girls, right? You know, so we take good boys and good girls because they get burned out. You know, I was watching, I watch all these things because I see all what is going on here. Otherwise, how are we going to get to know what's going on in the shadows? You got to see. It's all in the movies. But if you're not, if you're not awake, you read that and you become programmed by it. You know, you become programmed to let the evil out of you and be evil. This is what they, you know, they do. And if you're a good person, you see, and they're promoting the evil, you know, they're promoting the evil. You let the evil, you stop being good. See, this is what they want. And they even say, I was watching this one it was called Evil. And so this is what's going on. And there's a priest there who's trying to be good and all this. And the evil servant of Lucifer was saying, you know what he's saying? He said, I want to get this guy. See, I want to get him to let go. And that evil side, see, saint and sinner, all that stuff is inside. You're not really a saint. You're just, this is the thing. Good battle of good and evil, all that stuff. It's all going on inside. Got to transcend it, man. See, this knowledge will liberate you. Otherwise, you're working on the knowledge of good and evil. That you don't understand the Garden of Eden, what happened to Adam and Eve. Even Christians, they don't know what happened to Adam and Eve. Still, Eve ate the apple. Adam and Eve ate the apple from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That is the sin. That's why even the mode of goodness has sin in it. It's not worshipable. Look at Daksha. See, this is transcendental knowledge. Look at Daksha. He was good being, good person. See? But there was evil inside still. See? The evil was being against transcendence. See, he's stuck also in good. That's why you need to liberate. See, this knowledge is liberating. But you need it spoken by a liberated soul who is absorbed in transcendence. In other words, they got Radha and Krishna as their garland. Otherwise, these gurus they haven't transcended good and evil. They're still trying to be good boys or bad boys. Or they're acting as good boys, but actually they're bad boys. It's called hypocrisy, wolves in sheep's clothing. Have you heard the term before? That's these gurus in religion. Most of them. Some may be trying, Shama-san? Yes, Shama-san. Oh, I see. You like it. She likes his preaching. See, this is I like smiles. See, it's heavy, but it's like, isn't it nice just to be raw, truthful? Something good, because a lot of us, we can't, I could never do it. Yeah, but see somebody to do it, and then you become also free. See, the evil guys, they're trying to get the good guys to be evil. See, this is what the whole thing in predictive programming is. What am I trying to do? Something similar. Trying to let transcendence out of you so you can become free in the truth. Speak your truth. Speak the truth, not your truth. Speak Krishna's truth in the world and liberate people. Give them the real Bhagavatam. Smash Maya with the real word of God. The real word, not these guys are wimpy. I represent the Bhagavatam, but I can't say, because, I don't know, I'll lose my job. And they got to get purified. They got to hear from a real devotee. Get that stuff out of them. So anyway, many have become liberated. Oh, what happened here? Where did we go? It always happens. There we go. Yeah. So Arjuna, Krishna, great sages have become liberated. Oops. Great sages have become liberated by this knowledge and have attained Vaikuntha. You will also become transcendental. Isn't that so? You see how important it is to hear Bhagavad Gita, but actually really hear it. If you've read it and you're not awakened, where you're not worshiping the Lord loving ecstasy, you can't understand these things. You got to hear it from the devotees who do worship the Lord with loving ecstasy. See? And therefore the Lord gives them this, when I look at these books, the Lord shows me stuff. I love it, man. This is what I'm trying to, this is, you could say, like the training. Just by association, you become like that too. You look at these wonderful books, and the Lord, God Almighty, that Lord shows you all these wonderful things. And then you just want to speak about it because that's what devotees do. It's in them, man. They're built for that. Their word busts the illusion, man, and liberates people because they speak the real book as it is. Bhagavad Gita as it is. That is the pride of Prabhupada, was to preach Bhagavad Gita as it is. And all devotees are like that. That was the pride of Jesus Christ, to speak not what was comfortable, to speak the truth, to speak that which was honest and true and transcendental, to help others transcend. See? That's how it works. Is what you got to hear from liberated souls who will tell you the real Vedas. They say you should never teach the Vedas to a person in the modes of ignorance. And you know what? I can't even teach the Vedas, the real Vedas, the transcendental perspective of the Vedas, as they are, the confidential conclusion to the bad or the good. See, you think you can't preach. This is all external bhakti. Oh, don't preach to the evil. No, I can't preach to the bad or the good even, because many good people won't listen to this. There are many good gurus out there even, but that ain't good enough. They won't listen. I can't preach to them. I can only preach to those that Krishna draws here. He knows the hearts of everybody. And if he knows and he informs you, you can come here, because I can't preach to the good and evil of this world unless the Lord says, here's one for you. You notice? Only the jewels come. Only the jewels. Look around. Only the jewels come here. The Lord knows. I love that way. Yeah, just send me the jewels. The good and evil, you just keep out there fighting play their games until they really want to know you. And you just send me the jewels, because I don't want all that hassle, all that bullshit going on. These people, unless they really want you. So the jewels come here. They know. Just like with Jesus, the jewels came. Those who, inside the Lord says, oh, you go here, you go follow this person. You may not like what he says sometimes because it's the evil or the good in you. It's not just evil that reacts, it's the good that reacts, the goody two-shoes bullshit. To me, that's bullshit right there. What happened here? The goody shoes. Lolita smiles. Sachi Devi's probably smiling too. The goody two-shoes in you, that reacts too, Hey, man, we're trying to help people to transcend all that. I tell you, that's why you got to be empowered to do this job, man. You got to take good and evil people and help them transcend. Who the heck can do this job? You got to be pretty empowered to do that, huh? I would say. All these Christians, they're just trying to get people to be good. Still, they don't have the power to transcend, man. Okay, anyway. So, Arjuna, one who has this knowledge is not born at the time of creation or disturbed at the time of dissolution. See? You notice? Time of dissolution. Maybe it's not the full-on dissolution, but things are being dissolved, yes or no? See, you're not disturbed. If you're real, that's why, hey, man, take advantage of sadhu sangha regularly, because as things are getting more disturbed, because this is a dissolution, this is the modes of ignorance is coming to destroy what was. See? So the devotees are not disturbed. Why? Because they've transcending good and evil. See? Good, passion, and evil. Goodness, passion, and real evil is ignorance. Okay? How else can we not be disturbed by this, right? You can look at people now. Look at people now. Who is disturbed? You can tell these good people, a lot of them are disturbed. Oh, this is coming up. I gotta fight this. See, disturbed. And the evil people are disturbed too. Oh, there's too many of them. We got to get rid of them. We got to depopulate. They're afraid, Oh, they're starting to get, so it's a fear deal, They're all living off this fear. They don't even know it a lot of times. So you got to transcend. Okay? So this knowledge, knowledge is people are being destroyed because of lack of information. Isn't that what's happening now? People are doing this. It's a lack of information. They're hiding all this information so people do the wrong thing, make the wrong decision. And so that's what it's about. See, so there's the info wars. But both parties lack this information of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Lila. See? And they're both being destroyed anyway. This has been going on for eons of good and evil, man. This is the Lord's Mayic pastimes. See? But actually, you can transcend it here with this knowledge. Yeah, people got to know, hey, man, this is the mode of ignorance, this is the mode of passion, this is the mode of goodness. And this is what these religious people, like in ISKCON, all this, they got to know what is Satchidananda. They don't know. They a lot of times say they know, but they don't know. They don't feel Satchidananda. They don't feel their spiritual body awakened. They don't have spiritual feelings, in other words. It's all here. Oh, Roddy. Let me misconceive everything that I'm preaching. Let me write books about things I don't even personally know. You guys can say something if you want to, anything comes up.
I'm going on Facebook, Guru Maharaj, because I only see myself. I hear you, but I can't see. You're all frozen.
All right, go on Facebook. That's okay.
So I go off because it's difficult to concentrate.
Yeah. You only see yourself, huh? Wonder why.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, I know why. You must have pushed the is there a way, Tom, how does that work if you only see yourself?
Well, I see you guys as well, but you don't move.
We don't move. Oh, well, maybe you just need to refresh. Just refresh your page.
Because it's about
refresh the page. That's all.
I reload. I am doing so many things, and
oh yeah.
I refresh, but it doesn't change.
Yeah. So read this here, Fred. Somebody.
Mode of goodness people generally don't know about transcendence. That is why they frown, because they consider their welfare activities the highest, not knowing it's all on the bodily platform.
Uh-huh. Yeah, see, they don't know. So, and then even when they read, they still don't know until they follow the real process. You got to follow the real process. That's why when you're finally ready to hear, then you hear the book Bhagavat distinguished from the book Bhagavat from the devotee Bhagavat. See, and that's has the qualification absorbed in the mellows, and then you start to get transcendence. You got to be in transcendence to preach transcendence. How can you? This people are trying to preach Bhagavatam and all this stuff, and they haven't transcended the material illusion. They can't even show they've transcended. That's why they got to put on a show. No, you got to put on the real show. The real show. Oh, you can see this person is trans. They got Radha and Krishna as their garland. You know, they're garlanded internally by that ecstatic devotion and that transcendental knowledge. They understand what they're talking about. See, that's the guru that delivers you. Mute your mic, somebody. There you go.
I wanted to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
They can only do the perverted and the perverted version, yes, of the truth. Then they can only do the perverted reflection, the perverted copy.
Well, all they can do is speculate. That's the thing. They just speculate. They don't know. See, you got to be, you know, Prabhupada talked about via medium. You got to be a via medium. It's the Lord. There's the flute, and the devotee surrendered to the Lord, and the Lord uses that devotee to speak to the world these truths. And whoever hears them, they're hearing the real book Bhagavat, the real principles. The book, what is the book? The book is just the real truth of life, transcendental knowledge that people don't get unless you come in disciplic line. And they read you the real scriptures. They explain them as they are, and that's what liberates you. Otherwise, people are speculating on this, watering it all down. They can't, you know, it's just how it is. There's no power in speculation, or not much. So, what do we got here? Here we go. Read that, somebody. Shama-san, read that.
Hare Krishna. And later, can I say something?
Yes, of course.
Later. And do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. It's so strange that good, humble people frown upon you when you bring so much hope, knowledge, and true love from God to others.
Well, yeah, it's pretty heavy, you know. Guru is heavy. What are you going to spend? You got to be ready for this. You got to be ready for the truth. Even though it dashes your dreams and your speculations and your illusions. You know, a lot of people, they've been following gurus. I mean, I've seen it with my own eyes. They're following these gurus for a whole lifetime. And what do they got for it? Bunch of rules and regulations. Okay, fine. If anybody's ready to listen, they'll listen. If not, go on following for another lifetime. I don't care. It's up to you. You know, it's your destiny. But, you know, there are people in these folds that are waiting for this. You know, I came to Krishna consciousness, you know, and could you imagine, if somebody would have told me, I mean, I would have even listened. If there was somebody around to tell what I'm telling you guys, I would have been like, oh my God, I've been looking for this. So I know there are people in Krishna, in ISKCON, in Gaudiya Samiti, maybe few, that really want Krishna and can see the sincerity in this preaching. The depth of this preaching. So I are here for you, the jewels. And I'm just, you know, I'm panning for gold. That's all I'm doing. You ever see these people? They get all these rocks and they go like this in the river. What they looking for something, right? They throw the rocks out. Give me the gold. That's what I'm doing. I know there's gold out there. I want the gold. Yeah, the rocks, throw them back. Go to Jaipataka. Go to the big Acharya Daves. Yeah, I'm panning for gold to see, you know. Yeah, if you think, oh, go to your big Guru Daves out there. What is that? They mean nothing to me. Just like we mean nothing to them, you mean nothing to me. That is the truth. You don't care about ecstatic love? Fuck you. Ecstatic love is the most important thing in this whole universe. And you don't care about it? Get the fuck out of here. And that's what Krishna's saying. Get the fuck out of here. Ecstatic devotion is being preached in this world, and you don't give a shit about it. Take your fucking shot from your fucking gurus and get the fuck off this planet. Oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Hey, I'm not doing this. They're doing it. Krishna's doing it. Isn't he? People are taking their shots and getting the hell out of here. People are masking up, closing temples. Oh yeah, well, I guess you don't care. You know, here we're preaching ecstatic devotion. I've been doing this for 25 fucking years. And look how many people coming, just a few. So Lord, take them out. You don't give a shit about what this bhakti is, this having Radha and Krishna as your garland in this life. Well, too bad, man. Yeah, let the evil overcome whatever good is in you. Because that good ain't going to hold up, man, because the evil is strong. It's conquering all of that. The only out is God, the true God, the real God, the transcendental Lord, Satchitananda. That's the only deal in town now. That's the only escape route, is Satchitananda. That means your eternal form has to be awakened. That means your Ananda, your spiritual emotion for love for God, has to be awakened. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. Your rules and regulations aren't going to help you. They're all already going down. Lord Chaitanya has come. His associates are here now. Boy, I made up for all that cussing that I've been holding back in just 2 minutes. Hey, man, these people, they don't care about ecstatic devotion and they think God is going to care about them. The Lord cares about his devotees. He cares for his devotees. And so people need to know the truth. You need to know, hey, man, you got to care about ecstatic devotion. That's the only real thing in this universe. Ecstatic devotion is Radharani. Pure love of God is Radharani. You know, he is here because we care about her. We care about her. We give her care. We nurture that. And the truth is here. Krishna, he's king. Knowledge is king. The truth is king. The glories of ecstatic devotion, love of God, is queen. See, king and queen here. And you don't care about that? You don't care? What are you worshiping Radha and Krishna for if you don't care about Radha and Krishna? We care about Radha and Krishna here. We worship Radha and Krishna here. Has anybody got any eyes, or we got to poke them open more? We care about them. They're our life and soul here. Can't you see out there? Or are you still, oh, what are they talking about? What are they? No, let's go give flowers to the deities. Oh, let's put these flower garlands over our Gurudevs. Okay. Did you want to say something there, Shama-san? Shama-san? Go ahead.
Now it became dangerous because I'm losing control over my body.
Really? Ooh.
Okay, slowly. This what is happening lately in my life, according to Krishna and Radha's name. It's like they are popping out. I don't follow realization after realization, and nobody will believe me, you know, or how I feel and what is going on. So I will save myself this one. But when I hear you, I feel like some fuck it, I will tell it because I don't have other words. It feels like some magical substance is fulfilling me, you know. I feel this in my finger, in my foot, in my body. It's like wow. And I remember that 1 year ago I felt this wave also, and I couldn't content it. I couldn't content. It was like I couldn't content. There was no place. And
Contain.
right now is different. It's better. It's also getting I'm getting also knowledge with this feeling together, you know. But it feels itself like it's just a beginning. It's a really little drop. And I was stressing myself those months, you know, and because I was thinking, I don't know how to do this. I don't have knowledge yet. I don't have this. I don't, you know. I felt I was stressing myself. And right now with Krishna and Radha, I'm focused. I am beginner, and I'm just releasing their name. You know, I'm listening to you, and I'm starting to reading again. You know, very slowly, and getting this taste, and I'm getting revelation. What should I do with my work? You know, right now. First of all, I don't have fear and I don't have stress. And second of all, I'm getting ideas, you know. And third of all, I feel like just to stick to this devotion to the Radha, Sri Krishna name, and everything will, you know, everything makes its perfect sense, you know. I need some physical time, linear time to make it in life, but it feels such authentic, and I need to take them with me on this journey. Without them, it doesn't make sense to do anything.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And you showed so beautiful this modes of nature, and I'm also have them a lot, but when I'm observing people, it feels like they are acting, they are all missing Krishna, you know?
Yeah.
And they are doing the stupid things, for example, cigarette or showing themselves. This is everything they are acting like they are missing Krishna. And it can be seen only when you understand what you are saying, how you present modes of nature. So I'm getting a lot from your preaching right now.
Oh,
It feels like union with lover. It feels great. It feels awesome.
Yeah. I love preaching. Lord Chaitanya gave the instruction to his devotees to we would meet people and he'd say, just chant the holy name in ecstasy, you know, just keep chanting, and also preach Bhagavad Gita and liberate the world. You know, preach Bhagavad Gita. These conceptions are really important. It's practical stuff, you know, to see what's going on, you know, especially now. We need these things. Discrimination. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Thank you for sharing. That's great. So, oops. Okay. Krishna says, great sages have become liberated by this knowledge and have attained Vaikuntha. You will also become transcendental, Arjuna. One who has this knowledge. See, that's practical, like Shyamasundar. She's hearing this. See, I'm speaking this now, and it's helping her. She's transcending, realizing perspective. See, she's just a testimony here. So it shows you how important these basic things are. You know. So, one who has this knowledge is not born at the time of creation or disturbed at the time of dissolution. So you're not born at you know why you're not born at the time of creation? You know what creation is? Created by passion. If you die in this consciousness and you're just living on bliss, you're just living on this relationship with the Lord, where's your creation? You're not passionate to create anything. So, and you're not disturbed when it's being dissolved, the creations in the world. I'm not, I was, like for myself, for example, and you guys can probably, many of you relate to this. I'm not disturbed that I can't go in a friggin' bar because they're dissolving that ability to do it. I'm not disturbed that I can't go and eat in a restaurant when they lock down. I'm not disturbed staying home because I'm always usually in this motorhome giving classes, meditating on Krishna. I'm not disturbed at the dissolution practice. See, this is practical. Everything is being dissolved at dissolution. These are the Lord's servants, believe it or not. That's why I have no animosity towards Bill Gates or these guys killing people. I have no animosity. That's what they do. They're serving the Lord's dissolution. Can you imagine when you have this perspective? This is true. This thing, no, these evil, we got to fight them. We're Christians. We got to fight. Yeah, we're good against evil and all that. God, you're still biting off the apple of good and evil, you idiots. Stupid fools. Boy, am I giving people sauce today. I'm letting go. Hey, man, these evil say, just let go and be evil. And the good people say, no, control yourself and be good. And I say, no, just let go and be transcendental. Just tell people the truth. Tell them, you're bogus, man. Unless you're into transcendence. I'm letting go in my way. It's a little different than others. Teaching my students how to let go also transcendentally. Let go to preach the transcendence to the world and liberate them. My goal is to get Shama Sundari so ecstatic that she's going to start jumping out of her skin again.
Second person is to me second D. So they are coming to me. They are asking me, everything's okay?
She's stoned. She's stoned. That's great, man. That's how I know I'm successful. My preaching's successful. Getting people.
I'm sweating. I want to scream, but it's crazy. Guru Maharaj is crazy. Lovely.
Yeah. So this is, okay. Where else? Where are we? I keep losing my place here. Where is it? Here we go. All right. Yeah, time of dissolution. And so there's no creation because you transcend the mode of passion, which is a creation of the material world. Okay? See, people, when they die in passion, it's like, I've seen, there are people, they when they die, sometimes they say, well, who's going to take care of my wife? And I got a business going and all this. And then they die. And what happens? They come back again and start a new business. They got that propensity to create, So you're not disturbed now. Because now you realize, it's just about meditating on the transcendental Lord, man. And from that rasa dance, things happen. So I'm working in the world because of this rasa dance, basically, more or less, just meditating on Krishna and things start to happen. We give, a little class, talking, chanting, ecstasy, just like Shama Sundari. She's in the rasa dance right now. She's sweating, and this is what happens when dissolving all material creations. The propensities. Okay, anyway. So Arjuna says, oh, Krishna, how does the birth of this creation takes place? Oh, I got ahead of myself. Krishna says the total material substance called Brahman is the source of birth. And it is that Brahman which I impregnate by my glance, making it possible for births of all living beings. O son of Bharta, you should understand that all species of life, beginning with the demigods, the human beings and creatures that fly in the sky, swim in the water, or crawl on the land, take their birth in this material nature. According to their karma, these living entities are brought by me into association with that material nature. See, according to their karma. See, good and bad karma. See, you become a demon in this world because of your bad, evil karma. See, that's why people say, "Oh yeah, just let go," and then you become evil. See, or people are controlling themselves to become good. See, good and evil, your karma, good karma, bad karma. You know, so that's people are brought in here. So you come here and say you're a good person, everything, you find good people to associate with. Say you're a bad, evil person or a hypocrite, you associate with hypocrisy, you gravitate. See, so everything is made possible by being in this world and the association in this world. See, and all the elements to build anything. You look at it. We got all the material nature. People look at the trees. Let's cut them down. Let's build a building, right? Skyscrapers. Oh, let's steal. Oh, let's mine it. Go to the factories and employ people. See, they got propensity. Oh, they want to do all this. God, man, I think, wow, all this hard work people are doing. They really like this stuff. See? So that's all going on. And so because of people's karma. And I hear devotees, they say, "Oh, this is good. Are you doing good karma?" What? Good karma, bad karma, and all this stuff. Good karma. Let's just dissolve it all, man. What is this good karma, bad karma stuff, man? Let's dissolve this. Hey, Kevin, welcome. What do you think of these crazy talks?
Yeah, they're fascinating.
Well, we try to put on a good show here. Got to make it interesting, different, a little different. This straight out truth that nobody will dare to speak. Controversial. Yeah. Yeah. So good karma, bad karma, all that stuff. Here, this sadhu sangha is to dissolve it all. See? Why? And for what purpose? To transcend into the whole purpose of the Krishna consciousness movement. The whole Krishna consciousness movement is meant to know Krishna and Radha. You think they're into good and karma and bad karma over there in Vrindavan? You think that's even in their mind? No, they're just loving on each other. That's sadhu sangha. To learn something, to experience something that is very rarely available on this planet is what you get here. No, don't come here and talk about good or bad karma or this rule, that rule. No. Let's come here and we're going to help you play with Krishna and Radha and come into Vrindavan consciousness. It's a very blissful affair, my friends, if you haven't noticed. If you haven't noticed or realized, go ahead, Tom. What?
I was just reading that the opposite of karma is guna. That's the real substance, the real quality, guna.
Uh-huh.
So guna means rope or quality, and that's the real substance.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the opposite. Also, Srila Prabhupada says that's the opposite of karma.
Well, no. See, guna is rope, and even good is a rope. That's why you see, I just take the rope. Hey, let's cut it. Let's cut this rope of goodness because it's a rope. It's holding you back. You believe in the rope. Oh, the rope is going to save me. I'm going to be a good person. I'm going to be a good devotee. I'm going to be good. I'm going to follow all the rules and regulations. I'm going to be good. You're holding on to the rope. And I go, oh, Gohari comes over. Oh, this guy, what is he doing cutting our rope? Yeah, why not?
And guna also means
strong enough. No, that rope ain't strong enough. See, you need a strong rope. See, that's the rope of Krishna's mercy. That's the rope of ecstatic connection and communion with God. Hold on to that rope, and you'll transcend. See, that's sadhu sangha here. Go ahead, Tom. What?
Yes, I mean the real rope, the real guna also means substance, real substance, and quality. Guna also means quality.
Yeah. So ultimately, the pure rope is this bhakti, man. It's a rope also, but you got to hold on to it just like any rope. So a lot of people are holding on to the rope of they're holding on and they're caught up. They're roped, literally, and they're holding on to it.
And the picture is frozen and there's no sound anymore. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Now we have to wait a little so he can refresh. Hello, Karen.
Hi, Tom.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
We're back. It does this every morning, so I don't know why, but I have to do this little thing to get back on. Okay. Yeah. So what do you think there, Kevin? You have any ideas you want to share?
It's a bit strange, actually talking to you live in the group.
Oh, what happened? Did he go off or what? Something happened. Okay, anyway, I'll read a little bit more here. So anyway, this is the new rope. The new rope is bhakti lata bish. Okay, so that's it's here. This is the knowledge to transcend the modes of nature. This was all about. Okay, so all right. So I am the seed-giving Father. According to their karma, these living entities are brought by me into association with the material nature. Thus, I am the seed-giving Father. So he's the seed. So injects the living entities into this Maya by their karma, and so they're back and forth. So that's why ultimately we need to meet the bona fide representative of the transcendental Lord, and they're like the seed. They're like your father and mother. They're the seed. They have the seed of bhakti, that in bhakti lata bish, which is the attachment to God in His transcendental form. See, now this is the new rope you need to hold on to. Just like the Lord is the seed-given Father, injects the living entities into this world. Okay? Well, the seed-giving Father works through the bona fide representative to give you the Bhakti Lata Bish seed, so that this devotion, this attachment to the transcendental manifestation of God beyond karma, good and bad karma, can take root. And you can now hold on to this rope. Okay? And cultivate this rope so it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. See, this rope of bhakti, and that comes from hearing, chanting, remembering all these stuff in sadhu sangha.
Yes. I would like to say something, because for somebody who is material orientated, it's difficult, because he or she wants to take this transcendental rope with a material hand, but it's not possible. You need a transcendental hand to catch this transcendental rope. You cannot do it with a material hand.
Well,
Oh.
that's the spiritual body. See, the spiritual body has to be awakened. That's why it's not mundane. You have to be awakened by the mercy of a bona fide representative of the Lord. That's why people who get that awakening are grateful. It's like, wow, man, you saved me. See? That's exactly how it is, and you realize, where would I be without the real bona fide guru who had awakened my spiritual form? I couldn't do it on my own. I read Prabhupada's books 5 times. I still couldn't do it. But this Guru Dev comes before me and preaches those very same books, and boom, my spiritual body awakens. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way the books teach. That's why it works. Go ahead there, Kevin.
Yeah, sorry, something happened. I'm not great with technology, and just as I was about to answer, I just went off and had to go through it all again, as we do. But yeah, I've been, listening for about 18 months or so, and it really helped me in lockdown, to listen. I kind of I resonate with all what you're saying, but I haven't got awakened my spiritual body yet, I guess, that thing, and I have a hankering, I read Gita every day, I've done this, that, and other, but I just don't feel it sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a bit like out on a limb.
Yeah. Well, I think will help you is to get the mercy of the devotees too. So come on live more regularly, be seen by the devotees. It helps a lot, and interact. Otherwise you're just like, kind of behind the scenes and all that. And some people do that, but it depends. I think if you want more of awakening, just come more live here and get the personal interaction. And so there's a chance also to express yourself. It's all part of it, the integration and all that.
Yeah, I was talking to Tom the other day about that sort of coming in and being a bit more like be able to express myself, because I ain't really got anyone to talk to.
Yeah, that makes a difference. Yeah, and that'll help your awakening of your spiritual body.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. What do we got here? Yeah. So how's life going for you there, Kevin?
Yeah, it's nice being by the coast. I've got a little bit of work, which helps others, and just I'm going through a bit of a grieving process. I lost my brother in October. He died suddenly. He lived here, but the philosophy really helps me that Satchit Ananda, eternal consciousness.
Did your brother get the shot?
What shot? Sorry.
The injection.
I don't think he did.
Oh. Okay, well that's good.
I've had it.
You've had it. Oh, okay. So yeah, and then if anybody has, my recommendation is look into that thing, how to stay, because if it's true, it'll keep you alive on this planet, because if it's true, then they did these things. I mean, it's very diabolical to me what's going on here. This is what the evil is really prominent, and they're lying, cheating, everything. Just all this is So there is a way, they say, you can if it comes to be passed that that people are going to be dropping like billions actually, then there's some kind of thing you can take to stop the process of that happening. And so stay, if you want to stay around as long as it's possible, But the main thing is here we're working on something that very few people are working on. the awakening of the spiritual body, and to feel more, even if your spiritual form wasn't so awakened, but still you have attraction to what's going on here. This all goes to the spiritual bank account, literally, and you feel it. You feel, wow, that got me through the lockdown stuff, and hey, that's God. He's helping you. Yeah. So whatever you do for this your own cause, to cause this bhakti to start to grow, is great. And because you could see what we're discussing here, and what we're teaching here, what we're experiencing here is very rare. It's very different. Even amongst the Vaishnavas, I haven't seen any of this level being shared. This is very special presentation to the world, actually.
Yeah, I just need some guidance, really. A bit of guidance of how to practice.
Mm-hmm.
I chant one round a day.
Oh, well, that's nice. Well, the main thing is, do you come here regularly?
Yeah, about 1 o'clock UK time. So I've got time in the lunchtime-ish to come on. I see it on Facebook, so I zone in.
Yeah. Have you been coming like regularly for how many times a week do you come?
Well, I had some time out of Facebook for a few months, so I'm back on it now. But I'd say I've been listening. When you was in Thailand, about 2 years ago, 18 months or something like that.
Yeah.
And traveling here and there to go and visit your followers. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you come regularly? How many times a week are you coming now?
Most days.
What?
Most days.
Oh, okay,
most
good.
Days.
Yeah. And how long has that been for that you've been coming regularly?
Probably 2 or 3 weeks now this time, as I joined Facebook again.
Yeah, okay. So for how many months were you not coming?
On and off. Yeah, there was big gaps. Big gaps.
Yeah. So now you just come regularly, and you'll see. Most of us are seeing it. If you're not, then you're coming here regularly, then maybe you're meditating on some other things. But it's powerful here. There are changes. People go through changes, and as you see, the witness testimony. So that'll be you. Come here regularly like them, and you'll see they'll have spiritual changes. If you don't, what do you expect? So if you want more of Krishna and you want more changing, come on regularly, and also come on live. You'll find you get stronger, you get more clear, you'll express yourself, integrate this stuff. It's important. This is your life.
Yeah.
And there may not be much time left. There may not be much time left. Yeah. Hey man, has there ever been a time where anybody with a little bit of a brain says, hey man, this may be it. This might be some big dissolution, So I don't think I've never been living in a time where I look around and say, hey man, this might be the last days.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
If anybody's got any brain, they got to see something is taking place. If not, you are in la la land, man. Some are. Some young people, they say, what's wrong? Everything is fine. Oh, you guys are crazy, man. Conditioned in school or something. Man, come live on camera. Who's this? Come live on. Yeah. Yeah, good. Anything else you want to share there, Kevin?
Yeah, just the because you share a lot about Vaidhi Bhakti rules and regulations. I mean, I've known about, I found Bhagavad Gita in someone's room and in 1978, so I've known about it a long time. But as I've had a long history of heroin addiction, but I'm clean 20 years now, so that's great, you know. So I worked hard on that and to change in lots of ways. But I suppose I've never been able to get into the rules and regulations. It just didn't happen for me, and I've beat myself up about it. That I'm not. I was saying to Tom the other day, it feels like spiritual self-esteem or something. Like I'm not good enough. I get fearful of not, meeting the standard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I should be doing chanting more. Should be doing this more. Abstaining from this, abstaining from that. I can't do it. I live on my own. I can't. I've got no support around me. I can't do it like that.
Yeah. Well, you see, you're on this path here. This is all that's really required, and you can just be natural. And they're like Pani and his wife. They came from ISKCON stuff, and they were all on the guilt trip thing, also like this. Oh, they're feeling, I didn't chant my rounds. I can't do it. They were always guilty and feeling ashamed of themselves and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's all gone. See, and that'll be gone for you too. You know, you find that this is this is okay for the beginning to try, but it's always, even the Christians, even Paul, who was a very strict Pharisee, he says it all falls short. Even this stuff, he says, no, we need the mercy of God that came through his representative Jesus. That was him, for him. And so that mercy is here again. That mercy is this Bhakti Lata Bij, and all you have to do is grab onto it, let it, by hearing. When you found the real path. The real path is like being like Maharaj Parikshit. He came and he listened to Shukadev Goswami. That is the real path. That is here. The Lord's mercy is here. And now, coming through this way, now you're becoming a real disciple. And whether you followed rules or not doesn't matter. There are a lot of people following rules, regulations really strictly, but they're not a real disciple yet. They're not in the real Bhagavatam yet, because they're not sitting in front of a person empowered by the Transcendental Lord to deliver them. See? You are. So you found the real path. You'll see. You'll get, this is the truth.
Okay.
This other stuff is fluff, man. Oh, I didn't follow this. You get over that. You'll see with your own intelligence that this is the truth, to sit like Maharaj Parikshit in front of an empowered devotee to speak the truth to you. You found the real path. That's all you need. If you do this regularly, you'll become more and more clear about the jewel that you found. And then when you got that, you realize, I don't need all the fluff, all this rule. These guys, rule followers, they still didn't realize yet that everything they're doing is to do what you're doing, is to sit right here and hear these truths. That's it. It's all you have to do. This is what the Gita teaches. There is no other thing. I just read that in the last chapter. There's no other thing you need to do but to listen, because you'll just start to act in congruency with the Lord helping you in so many ways. And that's the whole thing. People are out of alignment. The modes of nature are motivating them this way and that way, good karma, bad karmas, and all this, and fighting and all that stuff. Here, you come here, the modes will cease. See, Krishna will purify you of the modes. They'll cease, and now Shuddha Bhakti, truth, will motivate you. Ecstatic emotion and loving, worshiping the Transcendental Lord will motivate you. This is what it's all about, man. It's all amazing. Yeah, it's amazing, man. You found the real path. Just stay on this. Don't let Maya deviate you from like, oh, this is so important. I can't do this regularly. I got to do this and this and this and this. Yeah. So great. Awesome.
I'll keep coming. Yeah. So, and that's, at the end of the day, it will be about experience.
That's right. See, if you see, you'll see the books that you've been reading, if you have, will all come to life. You'll be the living book. You'll see, oh, when you come before a real bona fide empowered devotee guru, then you will have spiritual experiences. You will feel spiritual enlightenment. You will feel sanctification. You'll feel spiritually connected and evolvement. Go ahead, Tom. What?
Yeah, it's taste. Spiritual experience is taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The taste
can't wait.
Yeah, it's just natural, and you'll see from your own experience. That's why I say, come regularly and see from your experience. If it, after say like a few months or something, and nothing's happening, which I can't imagine why it wouldn't, But if you're serious and you come a few months regularly, see what the result is.
Okay.
I'll tell you, it'll be far beyond what you can believe.
All right.
Or imagine.
Okay.
But you got to do it. You got to do it. If you don't do it, you won't get the experience. That's how potent it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah, give it a go, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, give it a go.
Thank you.
Don't be like when Jesus said, he was a parable of the sower of the kingdom of God. That's all real gurus are like that. They're empowered by the Lord to sow God's oats. His oats is transcendence, how to transcend the illusion. That's what we're doing here. So Jesus sowed these seeds, the word of the kingdom, that's also being sowed here. The word of the kingdom of the transcendental Lord. See, it's being sowed here. So don't be where it goes in and then the devil or Maya just grabs that seed and just throws it away. That's what happens sometimes. It goes in but doesn't take root. So let it take root by coming regularly, and you'll be the better for it.
So is this 7 days, 24, like 7 days a week?
Yeah. I'm here 7 days. I haven't taken a day off because the internet has been pretty consistent. I don't think I've taken a day off in the 4 years that we started to really do this.
Wow.
Can you imagine? 365 days a year without a day off. I think that's pretty accurate, actually. For 4 years.
That's consistent. That's amazing.
But it's just like breathing. I couldn't imagine missing. That's why I say you do a few months of this, you'll understand why we're not only me. There are people coming also every day for for years. Look at Tom; he's coming every day. We must be getting some juice. I come here for the juice, man. I get all these revelations oh man, to me this is gold. I'm just collecting gold. This so much gold I'm getting, man. Even I have some silver I store. I haven't even touched the damn. I don't even care. Usually people, they got some wealth and they sit there, they want to play with it. But this stuff is just like, it's just earth. It's becomes, to me, this is the gold, man. Revelation, realization, feeling the loving relations with God, man. That's golden. This is what you'll get here. Real treasure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And let's see, what is this? Krishna, what is this? Lake Loka. Oh, Loka. Where are you today, Loka? Why don't you come on live? Krishna has you, Kevin. He's not going to here, you read this, Tom.
Krishna has you, Kevin. Krishna has you, Kevin. He's not going to let you go. I can tell. Even when you're worried about not being good enough. Listen, you're thinking of Krishna, so you're getting purified. And then, okay.
Well, hey, here's the good news, Kevin. None of us are good enough. This is all bullshit. They're teaching you that you're not good enough. You got to be good. You got to be good enough, and then you can become like these gurus. They're good enough. Oh, bullshit, man. None of us are good enough, and that's our qualification in Kali Yuga. We're not good enough, but we got Lord Chaitanya's mercy is here. Yeah, we're undeserved mercy. This is perfect candidates. So isn't that nice? What a relief, man. You're not believing in bullshit. This is the bullshit out there. Oh, you got to be good enough. You got to be a good devotee. You got to be good. These gurus, and a lot of them are bullshitters, man. They're liars, man. Cheaters, and being cheated. So it's not about being good enough. It's about getting the mercy, and that mercy is absolutely, truly here. And you'll see from your own self. Oops. What else we got here? Go ahead there, Tom. Read that.
And we often get spoiled with more than one session a day.
Can you imagine? Where's she come from, this girl? Just out of nowhere, man. She's like a truly Raganuga devotee, man. Hungry. Very hungry for truth. This is the kind of, we get jewels here. That's what all I have to say. Pure greed. Yeah, like he says. Okay, so now back to this here. Hare Krishna. Okay. So I am the seed giving Father. Okay. So when okay, here we go. Thus, I am the seed giving Father. This material nature consists of the three modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living being comes in contact with this nature, he becomes conditioned by these modes. And this is how you become reconditioned or unconditioned by these modes. You come in contact with this nature. You notice? This nature you see here every day is transcendental. I come here to come in contact with this nature. Radha and Krishna. Get the garlands. I'm there for the garlands. They're the garlands, man. I come in contact with this nature. You are all coming in contact. That's why we come, because we become addicted to that nature. So we become unconditioned by the modes of nature. Through this association, and only by this association, can you really get unconditioned. That's why it's powerful here. That's why people's spiritual bodies awakened here. See, you hear every day topics and talks, and you see emanations of everything that dissolves the conditioning, the modes that are in the way of your spiritual body awakening. There is actually no other process, no other way than this. This is the fast track. This is a speedboat for such an experience. That's why you look out there, look at the Vaides. Anybody here for a while, you look out there, you look at them, boy, they're more or less just the way they were last week, last year, last 20 years. Not much change. Except maybe they got a different dress on, from brahmachari to sannyas, but in name only. They just voted in this. Oh, you're a Bhaktivedanta now. Oh, really? See, I don't need a friggin' title. My students don't need any official paper whether they're Bhaktivedanta. You will know that they have Vedanta because it comes from real bhakti. It comes from real attachment to the transcendental Lord. See, they got the real Bhaktivedantas are in this group, man. Not out there. They got the rubber stamp Bhaktivedanta, and they prance around and stay with their big stick and their big memorized knowledge. Here, people get Vedanta because of worshiping the Lord with loving ecstasy, like Bhagavad Gita 10:10. The awakening of their spiritual body, and they cultivate that, hearing and chanting, and more ecstatic attraction and all this, and then they get real knowledge. Right, Tom? Didn't it come like that? See, your knowledge is better than the big Acharya Devs out there, simply because you're listening here from those whose Vedanta comes from loving ecstatic worship. Is it so hard to understand? You go to the big Acharya Devs, you don't understand any of this. He's not an experienced devotee. Can't teach you any of this. None of those guys. See, why? Because their Vedanta comes from a rubber stamp. Oh, yeah, we voted you in as guru. You know, what are they? What would Acharya Dev or any about Jayapataka be without all the buildings of ISKCON and all the money and all that so-called stamping? What would they be? Nothing. Go ahead. What?
What does the word Vedanta mean? I don't.
Vedanta
I really don't.
means knowledge, transcendental knowledge. You know, Vedanta is this special information that nobody practically understands, because you got to worship the Lord in an awakened state with an awakened spiritual body, which most have not got yet in Vaishnavism. They're not awakened. They have the symptoms of Vaidhi. Oh, ceremonies are so important. Oh, my Gurudevs, you know, look how flowery he is, man. So many garlands over him. He must be pure devotee. See, I think external bhakti. Sorry, man. You know, if you're really serious, if you're a jewel out there, you'll come here. You'll see. You know, Krishna will show you that this is where you learn we're real. You'll become conscious of Krishna because real devotion awakens in your heart. Otherwise, you're not conscious of Krishna. You're unconscious. You're just like feeling guilt. I didn't follow the rule properly. Oh my God. You're just in guilt and shame. You think guilt? You think that's Krishna conscious? You think Krishna's in guilt and shame?
No.
You're worshiping a guilty, shameful God. This God is, this is what they do. This is the only thing we can give you, us Guru Devs, is guilt and shame. That'll be your feeling experience. You come here, you're going to have an ecstatic experience. You'll be set free. People are already being set free. Look around. Look at the witnesses. Freedom! Freedom! Brave hearts, come here. Oh, freedom! See, that's what we got. The Bravehearts come here. See that movie, Braveheart? Freedom! See, people are trying to do that bodily, and they can't do it. They want to be free. One guy was talking about, you don't need any authority. You don't need it. You are, be your own authority. He said, nobody's listening to me because it's all body stuff. Yeah, you can't get free of the Lord's Maya. Forget it, man. He's appointed all these fools and rascals as gurus now, as your authorities out there, as government officials. He's appointed all these bullshitters out there to realize that they are not very good to save you. See? Come and take shelter of his real devotees. Go ahead, Tom. What?
Yeah, in previous class, you said you can understand the real ecstasy from the Queen. I like that very much. Yeah. You can understand the real ecstasy coming from the Queen.
Absolutely, that's the only one you can understand. And so to get that, you have to find her representative, and her representative has the symptoms of that ecstasy. Otherwise, what kind of friggin' representative? Gas, step aside, you guys. It's enough of this bullshit, man. If anybody out there want to go into the kingdom of God, you got to find Radha's representative in the world. Where do you see that kind of uncommon ecstatic worship? Well, that's here. I haven't seen it anywhere else. Who is Lokananda? Is that Lokaji? Lokaji, okay. Krishna has you going to let you go. Okay, yeah, okay. Read this, Tom, from our Bhakti Vedanta out there.
Yes, our Queen. Yes, first you receive the mercy, and little by little you develop Bhakti in this Bhakti. And this Bhakti gives you the right understanding. Gita 10:10.
Yes. And so definitely you need to listen to the, the devotees here who are following the path and getting the results of that. See, it's very inspiring. You go and watch Lalita Ganga's classes and stuff, Kevin, and anybody else, and then you see, wow, look at what they're getting by this kind of, surrendering to this process. to believe, hearing these words and seeing this ecstasy. Look what it's doing in their lives, and that'll inspire you. You'll see, then you do like that, and you'll get the same result.
Can I just say, it freaked me out a little bit yesterday with Lolita when you went off somewhere, and she was just laughing, and I didn't kind of understand it.
Oh, she was just laughing. Yeah. Well, because
she was just laughing.
Yeah, that's an ecstasy.
I've never seen that before like that.
Yeah, well, that's right. You haven't seen it, because that's the big secret of Radharani. She laughs a lot and cries a lot. See, so that's being expressed into this world. There's nothing greater than the feeling. Can you imagine? Just think about it. Don't we like people? Don't we go to comedians to watch, to laugh? It must be, they even say it's good therapy, laughing. So hey man, it comes naturally here, and it's coming from the spiritual dimension. So the laughter is great, but we don't see it much, because why would you be happy in this world, especially now? Who the hell wants to laugh at this? Can you imagine? This is proof of transcendence. You see a lady laughing like a madwoman in the midst of all this crazy stuff going on. It must be a higher happiness.
If you keep on listening when she's live, she will explain every time she's laughing, and then she explains why she is laughing. So you have to wait a little, be a little patient, and she will explain herself. She does it every time.
Okay. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, some people, they have spiritual gifts coming, so some of, they cry a lot or laugh a lot, sometimes both.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but this is transcendental. This is the like in ISKCON, they sing the Sri Guru song, Sri Guru Charana Padma. Basically, it's the real potency of the Lord is this ecstatic prema that emanates. But how does it emanate? Well, it comes through crying and laughing, just like Lord Chaitanya showed and demonstrated. This crying and laughing is this prema. It's under the influence of prema bhakti, which is so auspicious. This purifies the person relishing this prema, and well as those who are in its emanation. It's like a fragrance, comes out and destroys anarthas and everything. It gives real peace in this world. Otherwise, everybody's restless in the modes, and you pick up the modes and become restless also. And ask Tom, he used to be like this. He'd go and associate with modey people, and he'd say, "Oh, why am I so unhappy today?" Well, that's why. Yeah, same thing with Sachi Devi. She still kind of associates intermittency. Why am I so negative and like this? Well, you'll figure it out. After a while, you won't want to associate it all and take everything in, and just be a sponge for the modes of nature and people in the modes. What the hell you want to do that for, when you can be a sponge for Krishna and Krishna's ecstatic devotion?
We talked about that with Mary Sachi. It's about people pleasing. It has to do with people pleasing, the sponge effect.
Yeah, the sponge effect. You don't have to be. All you have to do is please Krishna now. How do you please Krishna? Very easy. Come to Sadhu Sangha, associate with devotees, chant the holy name, in association with devotees. And outside, you'll see automatically, you'll start thinking of Krishna more. He'll be with you more. And then you'll think, oh, why should I want to pollute myself being intimate with people in Maya? It's like you got a choice of organic food and you got McDonald's. What are you going to eat? Oh, you go to McDonald's and eat the junk food. That's what you do with people. You take in there, should I please them? Should I serve them all the time? Let me go help the homeless people and take them in my house. And then I'm absorbing all these guys. They don't give a shit about your chanting or anything, but they come in and you're just taking on their energy. Come on, wake up, you idiots. What the hell are you doing? Take on all that. They don't even care to chant and everything, or maybe they do for a little bit because they want to be around you and get your time, and then they don't really care. See, you take all that energy in. That's when you're a sponge. You want to be a goody two shoes and all that. All you do is burn out. Ask Lolita. She's burnt out enough. She's had it with that burnout trip. Getting in ghee from the blessed butter, from the sweet cream. Yeah. Who is this? Simaswar. I'm sorry, but I don't understand Radharani and the difference between Krishna and Radharani. Can you please explain? Okay, great. Great question. The difference between Krishna and Radharani. Well, Krishna's king. King is knowledge. King is a conclusive understanding of what Krishna is, even understanding conclusively. But people don't know. Excuse me. They don't know because they don't have love for that knowledge of Krishna. They don't have love of the knowledge of Vrindavan. See the knowledge and the poetry of Vrindavan and the poetry of the Goswamis and stuff like that, because that love is the devotion. See, so the devotion for Vrindavan is like you pick up the book. See, practically, how do you know what is the difference between Krishna and Radha practically? All right, the difference is Radha has the love and Krishna is the conception. So when you can read the conception of, say, Prabodhananda Saraswati or Rupa Goswami's conception of Vrindavan, and you feel love awakened in your heart, there you go. That's self-realization. That's understanding Vrindavan. Then when you leave the body, boom, that appears. It appears here now, in the form of, oh, wow, this is Vrindavan. Rupa Goswami's poetry, Lalita Madhava's is Vrindavan. I feel it. See, you got the feeling. That's Radha. See, and Krishna is the conception written in the book by Rupa. See, so now you got them both. Otherwise you don't. You just have the book, and this would be, oh yes, Rupa Goswami, I memorized the verses, and here you go, and I'll just, you don't have the feeling. You don't have the tears. See, Radha, the tears, she's personification of tears that you see in a devotee. So the laughing that you see in a devotee, crying, choking up, heart throbbing in deep love for these verses that you're reading, because that's Vrindavan. See, Krishna is the verses. Radha is the love song, the passion, the love for the verses. See, practical. What else do we got here? That's why they wrote these wonderful books, to become, so that inflame our passion. See? So anyway, that's what you get from the bona fide guru. That's what you get from a real associate of Lord Chaitanya. That passion, that love of Radha, the devotion awakens. Oh, and then you just love these books. Oh, wow, they make so much sense. You love being close to them instead of being close to fools and rascals and bloodsuckers sucking your life out of you. You want to be close to devotees who have attraction to Radha and Krishna instead of idiots and fools and rascals and religionists and those who want liberation or some other bullshit in this world. Does that make sense out there, Shim? Read this, Tom.
Yes, but people run away from me. Yes, but people run away from me after seeing my laughter. Yes, haha. Or the crying. They don't like it.
Yeah, so therefore, oh, I see. You don't like Radha and Krishna. Oh, you don't like Radharani. Oh, well, too bad for you. Too bad for you. Teach them a lesson. This is no different than you go when Jesus or the apostles, Jesus said, go to the house and tell people the kingdom of God is coming to them. All you have to do is believe in the word preached. See, the word preached by Jesus. Go tell them about the kingdom. Go tell them about this preaching. And they would go up to the door and say, hey, you know, the kingdom of God, Jesus is here. Come through the door and go into the kingdom. We're not interested. They go, see? Okay, what did Jesus say? Shake the dust from your feet as a warning to them and move the other way. That's what I do. I shake the dust. I shake you, guru. You gurus don't like this? I shake your dust as a warning to you. This is your only hope in this world now, especially now.
That's also, yeah.
I shake the dust. Sorry. I shake the dust off my feet of people's faithlessness in the true God that they're worshiping. Go ahead, Tom. Sorry.
Yes. When we don't have the taste yet, yes, then when we have faith, it will come all right. It will come. If you don't have faith yet, a taste yet, but you have faith, then you will come there naturally. Mm-hmm. Faith and taste.
Yeah. So this dust thing, man, just shake the dust. It's all dust, man. It's dirt. I don't need dirt. Faithlessness in the true God, Radha and Krishna, delivered by the real associate, is gold. And you don't like gold? I shake that. It's because you like dust, and you're going to become dust. They're the only ones that give us real life, and they come through their real representatives. Otherwise, nobody knows Radha and Krishna. You got to hear about them from a devotee who experiences Radha and Krishna, who has them as a garland in there over there. You know, they're the only ones that give life to the bodies of anybody in this world. Otherwise, you're not a real son or daughter of God. You don't represent the true spirit, like the Holy Spirit, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You don't got the Holy Spirit awakened in you. That's Radha. You don't have the real word of God coming through you. Only Radha knows that, and she comes through her representatives in the world. That's the spiritual awakened devotee. That's called Satchidananda in this world. You got to find the empowered version. That's the real associate. That's all here, man. That's why I say, Kevin, it's all you need to do is just be here. You found the door. You'll see, wow, it's just faith in the door. You think you find a portal? It's like you find a portal to the spiritual world. You just go through that portal, you get in. If the portal closes, you don't get in. That's what you got here, everybody. The portal's open. Go through. And you'll see, you just keep standing at the portal, and it becomes very clear that this is a portal. You know?
Okay.
Go ahead, read this, Tom. No, Kevin, you read this. Get you in the
Amy says, I didn't understand the laughing at first either, Kevin. It freaked me out, actually. But now I understand, and I love to watch Lalita Ganga. I feel the ecstasy through her.
See? We're here to teach that. Now, when people are like that, you know, and honestly say, yeah, I don't know. Of course you don't. Yeah, I've never seen that. I've never seen it in my guru. Can you imagine? You haven't seen this in guru, and it's because they don't have it. But you see it in even my disciples here. Shows you how much spiritual truth is here, how much spiritual power is here. You know, that's so that we're here to teach about this. So come and learn about this. You know, it's an opportunity. Otherwise, you very rarely see this kind of ecstatic worship. So great. Thank you for sharing that, Amy. Here we go. Read that, Kevin.
Loka Nanda says, once as Krishna and the cows were returning from the Vrindavan forest at the end of the day, a boy had just attained spiritual emancipation and entered Vrindavan as a cowboy. Seeing his long-lost servant, Krishna embraced him, and both of them, so all I've got, but both of them fainted, is it?
Yeah, fainted. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. And Gopa Kumara got the opportunity because his guru, his guru is an ecstatic devotee. It's always like that, The real truth is if you're fortunate in some lifetime, you meet the ecstatic devotee. Well, you got that here, man. You got the guru of Gopa Kumara, which gave him Vrindavan, was his association with an ecstatic devotee, and he was favorable. So the whole name of the game here is become favorable to the ecstatic devotees. And then you come through the door and you gain Vrindavan. So that's what people have done. There are many examples here of people who have attained Vrindavan already. They're in the same consciousness as devotees. If you go to Vrindavan, you see what Lalita's doing. That's what they do. They laugh and they cry and they get all these great revelations about Krishna. That's what they do. So you're seeing that. You get the preview here. Where are you going to do that? That's why the new Vrindavan is the devotees in that worship. That's why, hey, man, when you start understanding this stuff, then you see, this is what people need to learn. Their eyes need to be opened. Business. Yeah, read this.
You can only know Krishna by sadhu sangha.
Yeah, Krishna said himself. He said, I'm not attained by austerity, which they're promoting in Vaishnavism right now. I'm not attained by that. Isn't that funny? They're going to be austere. They're doing their fast and everything. But Krishna himself, and I'm just telling you guys, I'm telling you guys out there who believe this, I'm cutting your rope, man. I'm cutting your rope. I don't care you don't like it. Too bad. Somebody might like it. And they're the jewels. Your rope. You're teaching by Krishna says, not by austerity am I attained. And that's transcendental Krishna. It's not by renunciation I'm attained. And that's transcendental Krishna we're talking about. It's not by pious deeds. See, cutting the ropes. These are the ropes that bind you, illusions. You believe in the wrong thing. But the real guru is here. No nonsense, real uncompromised, here to cut the ropes, right? Yeah. Well, that's what you cut. Boom, boom, boom. See, it's not by your sadhana and your chanting mantras. Cut the rope, man. Yeah, this is Krishna talking, and I'm speaking what he said that you didn't hear from all these teachers in ISKCON and all these other groups. They haven't told you. They're telling you to go that way, and I'm saying, no, we're cutting those ropes now. Giving you cutting away the illusions so you can grab the real rope. What is it? Sadhu Sangha. See, you can only attain by Sadhu Sangha. Krishna said, you're just saying what Krishna said. Krishna said, I am only attained by sadhu. Let me repeat that. I am only attained by sadhu sangha. And the kind of sadhu sangha is what you see here. The laughing, the crying, and the conceptions from all that deep laughing and crying. That is the only way you're going to get the real Krishna Vrindavan. No other way. You can chant your Hare Krishna mantra with offenses for millions of lifetimes. Millions. Gohar, you're no. Krishna Das Kaviraj said that in Chaitanya Charitamrita. You can chant, which they're doing, Hare Krishna mantra for millions of lifetimes and not attain the prema, bhakti, the devotion, ecstasy that you see here. And just by coming here and getting purified by that ecstasy, that'll put you through stuff. Then you can easily attain Krishna just by hanging out here and listening and hearing. Doing some service if you got the strength to do it. But that's good enough service. See? No other way, man. Do I have to emphasize it more? Do I have to yell more? Do I have to be more dramatic to get the friggin' point across? See? Now that I got your attention. No, thank you there, Loka. That's why I love that. See, short and sweet. You can only know Krishna by sadhu sangha, and that's exactly what Krishna said. I am easily attained by sadhu sangha, and that's this kind of sadhu sangha, not that sadhu sangha with those who don't have devotional emotions, pure love of God. No, no, no. Real sadhus have love of God and show it and demonstrate it. Otherwise, there's no awareness of it. Just like Amy said, oh, it freaked me out to see the truth at first, but now I like it. Hey, why? Because we teach about this. We teach the glories of laughing and crying and choking up when you chant Krishna's name. That is the greatest thing that can happen to you in your devotional life. What are you dealing with all that diddly squat that you're learning out there from the big ceremonies and all that? When this is available, when Krishna's really available, when Radha's really available by sadhu sangha of devotees who chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion. Why are you fooling around with this other diddly squat? And following gurus who have no ecstatic love. When that ecstatic love is here, are you crazy? Are you insane? Yes, you are. Everybody is, what to speak. It's not surprising. People have been teaching the wrong thing. They're not, this is available now. Sadhu Sangha, real Sadhu Sangha. You can come here, you'll see people have ecstatic emotions. You'll see the conclusive understanding that not even the big, great Acharya Dev can even understand or preach. You see it with your own eyes. You see a boldness that none of them have. You'll see a power that none of them have. You'll see devotional expression that'll be a lot different than all this mousy, feigned humility. Ooh. You'll see a clarity that nobody else has, a logic that nobody has. That's sadhu sangha, if you're fortunate in some life to get it, and that's here. Amen. Why not tell people the truth? That's the only thing that'll set them free. There must be some jewels in there. If you, after this kind of preaching, you're thinking, what did you say? Oh, good, man. Stay out of here. You're sand, man. You're the dust. Come out of the pan. Where's the gold nugget? The gold nuggets will come. I know it. They already have. I will just give us the nuggets, right? You don't want to deal with all the dust and the stuff in the sand in a pan. No, give them a Jaipataka. Give them to Acharya Devs. Give them to Radhanas. You keep the dust out there. Shake them in your pan till some gold comes out. Then bring them over here. Maybe you'll be part of the ones that come over here. Let's see. Well, you don't like the truth? Plainly spoken? You can't be plain enough, huh? It's pretty plain, huh? What else? Read that, Tom.
Shamasundari replying to Lokananda. He is the present. He's present here in our guru and devotees.
That's sadhu sangha. Guru sadhu shastras here, man. People can come and see it and not see it. You know, a lot of people come and they see. This is why I say you gurus are nothing to me. If you watch this class and you don't pay it any mind, or any of our classes, you don't care about this ecstasy, what kind of guru are you for the Krishna consciousness movement when this is available? Come on, man. You don't represent the truth. This is the truth. Truth is ecstatic love of God, man. Love of the real conception of the absolute truth. Glorifying ecstatic devotion like Lord Chaitanya did. And glorifying the conception of that. The conception of, hey man, ecstatic devotion is where it's at. That is the jewel. See? Glorifying that. Showing that. And with your word and your deed, showing and telling the world how glorious that is, and transmitting that to others. See, this is where real Krishna consciousness is and is available for others. Otherwise, what good is that other stuff now? You go there and just see some big show bottle thing. What is that? You know, big show bottle. Gurus have no ecstatic love. What kind of representative of Radharani are you? She's the only one who knows the real Krishna. That's why I'm just telling you what she informs me every day. That's all. Otherwise, I know nothing. I have to have that garland, you know. She's the garland, really. That's why, you know, people, they think this is crazy. But the truth, you know, Lord Chaitanya said, I'm one madman, and this other Sarvabhauma was another, and he believed my words as truth. Well, any mad persons out there? The mad persons are the sane persons. See? The crazy persons are the ones who don't like ecstatic devotion and the truth about it. They're insane. I don't care. You go by title of guru and everything. You don't like what you see in our Sangha here and what the devotees are getting, the disciples are getting, my friends are getting. Well, you're nothing. You're nothing to the Lord. I'm just here to tell you that. You can't hear the Lord. You think in your mind. No, I'll just tell you plainly. You're nothing to the Lord. If you don't like the prasadam he's giving you in this world, the prasadam of ecstatic love and conclusive truth, you're nothing to the Lord. And until you say, oh God, you know, I'm just a fool, a rascal. I thought being a big guru in ISKCON was the real prize, and having lots of followers was the real prize. No. This is the real prize. This is the real treasure here. So get with the program, or the Lord's taking you out, as you noticed. He's taking you out.
So I'm thinking you can only preach genuinely if you have the taste.
Yeah, that's right. What does that say there, Tom?
This is like the ultimate book club. This is Amy. Amy's talking. This is like the ultimate book club. We love the books and hang out and discuss them. But this book club is where the kingdom of heaven is. Wow, a supreme book club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, by the action of the book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat, who has the mellows, see, they're absorbed in transcendence. They got the mercy. See, they got real devotional potency manifesting. By the action of that kind of, that's the real guru. If you're not like that, you're not a real guru yet. You're not a representative of Prabhupada's books. See? Verse 98 through the 100 on the spiritual master. That's what Krishna consciousness is all about, is leading to that guru. And most have not found that guru yet. by the action of the book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat absorbed in spiritual ecstasy. That's called devotional mellows. Absorbed in loving ecstatic worship. That's called devotional mellows. See? These mellows are given to you. Only way. Only practical way. That's all here. You get here the book Bhagavat. What I just told you, the book Bhagavat is that conception, spoken by a person who realized that conception. Then you get the conception and the feeling. See, you're born of the word. See, born of the nature of the devotee. You become mad like them. You like this kind of madness? I do, man. It's my life and soul. Is it Radha and Krishna? They inspire me to act in all these so-called crazy ways that are not so crazy, are they? They have an effect. They make you ecstatic also. People don't know. You know, Jesus, he said, you rule followers, you lady at the well, you go to your temples to worship God who you don't know you're worshiping. You go on a big pilgrimage to the mountain or Vrindavan or Mayapur, big pilgrimage. You don't know who you're worshiping, but we do. Why? We worship in spirit and truth, the spirit of devotion and the conclusive understanding. We know, and we're preaching that. So let the jewels come. Let the gold come out of the pan. The rocks can go. You guys take care of the rocks. That's your service. So you shake those rocks around till some gold. There's gold in everything, you know, and all the rocks. If you go shake it all down, there's going to be some gold in there. So you are the shakers. You shake up those rocks, give them a bunch of dry rules and regulations, and give them all that external devotion and bhakti. Just keep shaking it until some gold comes out. Then bring it on over here. So you have been shaken enough and the gold is starting to come out, you can come. Because we like to just deal with gold here. We're just rich people. You're only sorry, man, you're dealing with wealthy persons. What do you expect? The poor people, you know, unless they admit that they're poor and they want to become wealthy, you got to associate with wealthy persons. Hey, man, they teach that in the world. You know, science of cybernetics. They teach it in the world. They teach that, oh, you want to be wealthy? Hang around millionaires. That's it. Associate. By the association, hear what they have from their experience of being a millionaire. Oh, you want to be better than zillionaires? Come here and hear about the experience of persons who are better than zillionaires. Okay.
Can you say something about this gold is not material, but this gold is transcendental? Can you tell about that? I feel it has to be said. This gold is not it is not mundane. This is transcendental gold.
Yeah, you got to see. People don't know what gold is. You know, it's all in the books. All in the books. Vaishnavas are reading that. Acharya. See, I use you guys. Thank you for your service. Thank you for having the big friggin' title. Thank you. I'm not hating you. Really, I want to help you. I want to help Mr. Humble Pie Radhanath, who misled one of my disciples away from the real path, which is also by destiny. It doesn't matter. It's okay. But this is for you guys. See, real gold, you know, real gold is in your books that you read that you don't understand. Because if you understood, you would see the real gold is here, alive, the living book, the living gold. See, that was here 550 years ago in the form of a person who appreciated real gold. That was Lord Chaitanya himself. Maharaj Pratapuruja read a verse of gold to him. The gold is the path in the book, and his devotee spoke it. He said, this is gold. My devotee spoke the essence of all truth. By hearing the truth about Krishna, the pastimes of Krishna, all sinful reactions of people who hear that philosophy, those truths that come from the mouth of the scriptures, see, transmitted by exalted personalities. See? The Lord said, oh my God, what treasure you've given me. You've given me the real path into immortality. That's treasure, I would say. Bill Gates doesn't have this treasure. Okay? But Lord Chaitanya said, this is treasure. Wow, this person spoke a verse that represents the way to immortality. Hear the pastimes of Krishna. Hear the truths about Krishna through the mouths of persons who are ecstatic devotees. They are the great personalities. That's why you want to be a great personality. You don't have to be some materially perfect person living in the cave like Radhanath. No! All you have to do is hear the pastimes and the true philosophy of the Lord through an ecstatic devotee who has gotten this mercy and appreciates like Lord Chaitanya and shows that appreciation to the world, that is the path. He was the path, this appreciation for the real path. That's gold, man. The real conception of Krishna consciousness that is not being preached out there by their checklists. See? That's what I say. That is the gold. The gold is the real conception of the absolute truth, the real path to it. Real Guru Tattva, explained by a living devotee, where you get, wow, now I understand Prabhupada's book. Oh, I was a Charya Dev if he listened. Oh, I was a Charya Dev and I thought I knew the path, and I didn't appreciate all that ecstatic devotion going on in Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace praise. Wow, fire on me. Hey man, now you're making real progress. Otherwise you're diddly squat in this world. You're only food for the fools. You're only McDonald's for those who just like junk food. That's all it is. You don't appreciate organic dining here. Does that make sense? God opens the door, no man can close. Yeah. Well, let's get a little more clear there, Andromeda. You say God opens the door. No. Jesus opened the door. He took responsibility. The Lord took responsibility through him. He opens the door when he was here. And his real followers open the door, if they're real followers and have the spirit that Jesus had, that they got in the disciplic line. We open the door for the Vaishnavas. The real Guru here opens the door for the Vaishnavas. And no man can close. No man can close unless you let them close the door on you.
So God brings us Guru, and then Guru brings us God. Yeah.
We got her attention. She's awake.
Yeah, you've been talking about me.
I know.
Not a nice,
your attention.
not a nice way.
Well, I use everybody as examples, but nice or not nice, it's necessary. Forget about nice or not nice. Is it necessary? That's what.
And even Tom was talking about me.
Yeah, I know. He was talking about you too. Look how awake you are now. You see, you were mentioned.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm awake. Well, we had a great kirtan last night. I tell you what.
Great.
And
Yeah,
it was
I heard some of that.
all right. You mean you actually watch my stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Well, thank heaven above. I got a new visitor now. My motor goodness is paying off.
What is that? A kitty cat or something?
Yeah. My neighbors say they're going to adopt him, but they don't let him inside. So he sits up in my window and cries.
Oh, well. Yeah, because he knows you're a softie.
I know. What to do?
Yeah. Tell him to keep him in the house. You know.
They said that their cat doesn't like him in the house. My cat doesn't like him in the house. So he sits up in the window and cries. What to do?
So we talked before about people pleasing, but now it's about cat pleasing.
You know what, Tom? You're the big, talk about yourself. You're the big people pleaser.
Yes.
I'm talking to myself also, yes. But it helps. It helps when I talk to you, then I can listen better to myself.
Yeah.
You squealed out of that one.
Yeah. So Sachi, go get on your thing and play a little song while I have to go take a leak.
Oh.
Play your little play a song for us. Yeah.
Yeah,
play
okay.
a song for us.
Now that the cat has woken the neighborhood up, I'll
Yeah.
keep it awake.
Good.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama, Jai. Jai Guru Hari Das. Jai Prabhupada, Nityananda. See, I was not raised on the rules and the regulations. I was raised without all of that. So I don't have long-winded praises because I didn't start there. I have my own way of worshiping.
Yeah.
Tom's
Everybody does.
And I found out a Restream won't let me on my phone. I had to get on my computer.
Oh, is that what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What computer do you have? The Chromebook?
Well, yeah, and I'm tethering off of the phone. Hotspot.
Yeah, there you go. So just go on that now. That works.
Restream kept telling me you'll have a better experience on the computer. I couldn't even get on the phone.
Yeah, there's a way to do it. Maybe you just need probably need a new phone. We'll upgrade you to the one of those I have sometime.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Janaki. I miss singing with you, Janaki. We had a nice time.
Boy, you guys writing a lot of stuff. Boy, holy mackerel. Look at all these writing. Everybody's. Yeah. Oh, who's this here? Let's see. Janaki. All right. How's it going, Janaki? You're muted there. It must be a thing for you to unmute somehow. You're muted there, Janaki, still. Anyway, you can't figure it out, huh? I wonder why. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so maybe she'll come back on again or something. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let me read a little bit more here. Sorry about it. I feel like I've been a bit intense today. It's my faults coming out. Okay. Thus I see government. Okay, Arjuna. Okay, so Arjuna says, how do the three modes condition the living being? Krishna says, O sinless one, the mode of goodness, being purer than the others, is illuminating. It frees one from all sinful reactions. But not all. Not really. No. Daksha is an example of that. Being purer than the others. See, it's purer than the others. So they got mode of ignorance, mode of passion, and mode of goodness. And that's why, like Prabhupada and many often teachers, they try to help people come to the mode of goodness. It's kind of a good jumping off place to understand Krishna when you're ready to hear from the representative of the Shuddha Bhakti potency. Because it's not good enough just to be in goodness. Because still, there's false ego there. False ego is envy, jealousy, and pride. And that still can cause you to be against the higher, Shuddha Bhakti mode. So that's important to. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, it frees from all sinful reactions. However, those situated in that mode become conditioned by attachment to both happiness and knowledge. See, happiness and knowledge. So then, anyway, I almost don't. You know what? I think I'm going to stop here. I don't feel like I want to go any deeper in this. Let's go take a bit of a break. God, we got a lot of people today, 12 people today listening. That's really nice. So anyway, if you missed any of this and you came a little bit late, you can go and watch all the yelling and screaming and hollering and cussing, in the previous
and talking about me.
And talking about Sachi and all that. Well, we're already here 3 hours and 15 minutes. That's pretty good. Pardon me, boy. Is this the Raghunuga Choo-Choo? Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay, so we'll end it here now. I'm going to drive into Boise, and I got to pick up a battery charger because mine went out.
Shama Sundari says 279 comments. That's it.
270. I must have really got people going there. So, yeah, I was a meanie today. I admit it. I was mean. I was tough. And I was cursing. But boy, did we get comments. We got people's attention. Got them thinking. Lakshmi Pari. Hey, Lakshmi Pari. Thank you for coming. This is probably a record breaker, Shamasundar says, you were great. Oh, yeah. Karuna says, I'm never coming on again. All right, well.
No, Karuna, you got to come on sometimes and help me out. He gets on your case too, like he gets on my case.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. I need somebody, a whipping boy. He's my whipping boy.
And gal.
And gal. Whipping boy and gal. Yeah. Well, I guess that people liked it. That's amazing. I was so outrageous. I was completely outrageous today. I just let go. I just let go and just
yeah. I just cast it off as the full moon. The full moon got you going.
Yeah, it's the full moon. It's caused the full moon. Full moon of Krishna and Radha. Radha and Krishna. It was their fault. They're the culprits, actually. They just make me look bad. It's just the tip of the iceberg here. They go all over the place. Put your pants back on. Yeah. Oh, we got him going today, huh?
And we all leave the class, and we're all like, and I'm like, okay, the troubles are still there. Okay,
they're still there. Yeah.
We had about 3 or 4 hours away from those problems.
Yeah. Well, I'll be back. I just need to walk around too a little bit, and I have to drive a little bit. Okay, so we'll see you a little bit later there when you're screaming "fuck you" and here and there. It made me cry like cleanse. Oh, really? I was surprised. I said, "Why?" I was like, "What did I do? I've been trying to be so nice." See, listen to Lolita said, not all troubles are still there. Yeah.
Well, so what bugs me is that you talk about how, my negative thinking and stuff, and that's exactly what happened. I think, the troubles are all still there. That's the negative thinking. So I got to work on that.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Work on
and turn it around.
Yes.
And it causes a conflict. Sometimes what you say causes a conflict for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it's my life.
Yeah.
Different from his.
Okay, guys. Hey, it's been fun, man. Let's do this again. Boy, more comments. We got over 300 by now. We just come and just keep on rolling in.